Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Carmen coming at you live from the sun coast of Florida, where it is a little balmy. Our little cool fall weather is kind of gone, but we are going to have some fun in the kitchen tonight while we chat about changing habits. So, we're going to make shrimp creole, which is not, almost spilled my magic juice here. We're going to make shrimp creole. This recipe is not strictly keto, but it's good. It has a little wine in it, which will burn off in the cooking. It has butter, Worcestershire sauce, onions, garlic, a little bell pepper, and of course shrimp, because shrimp creole. So we're going to do about 2 pounds of shrimp, a little bit of avocado oil instead of vegetable oil. I'm letting the oil heat up. We're doing organic grass-fed butter, a little bit of tomato paste. Tomatoes are a little bit dirty keto, but I can't live without them for all my Creole recipes and other things. So we're using the Cinto tomato paste and the Rotel diced tomatoes because, y'all, that's what I had on hand for you today. I don't know about you. As you're hopping on, give me a 1 if you're catching me live and you see that little red button at the top. Give me a hashtag replay if you're catching me on the replay and that red button is not on. I love you. I want to come back and love on you. So it's very important that you give me that hashtag replay, and also tell StreamYard it is okay for them to post your comments so I can talk back at you. I will go back after the broadcast and answer your questions, but you have to put StreamYard.com/Facebook to get them to allow you to show your comments. So let's get into it. Like I said, this is not a strictly keto dish, but it's okay. We have our little magic juice to put in it. And the magic word for tonight is Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest is this weekend, the 29th through the 31st. If you guys want to be entered, let me know. Drop Oktoberfest in the comments, and I will get you in for those Louis Vuitton prizes. That's 2 tablespoons of butter, Echo Dots, Roombas. Somebody is even going to win a Peloton type bike this time. What else is going into that? Oh, gift cards, all kinds of lovely, expensive gifts for free. You don't have to buy in to get an entry, but you want to be a part so you can get all of the treats and no tricks. So the key word for that is Oktoberfest. So we are putting our butter in here, hoping that it will start frothing up soon. Obviously, I don't have it up high enough. I just turned it up. And then we're going to caramelize our onions and garlic and green peppers. So let me pull out the important stuff. A little bit of onion in my pot. A little bit of onion in my pot. A little bit of onion in my pot. Makes it taste so good. Anyway, and here's the garlic. We're running out of fresh garlic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who loves garlic? Give me some garlic cloves in the comments. Who loves seafood recipes? Give me some shrimp or crawfish or lobsters in the comments. I want to know who my peeps are. I am from New Orleans originally. That's why I love these flavors. But if you've been watching me for a while, you know I love a lot of other flavors and cuisines too. Italian, Mexican, Thai, all the things. So it is taking a really long time to get this up and running. And I started heating the pot up before I got on. But as I was saying, habits. We had a training just before I came on talking about learning how to dream again, learning how to set yourself up for success and building in success habits. And it just so happens today I started retraining Diva Dog. We got a gentle leader. It's been a month, and now I finally decided to start working on her with it because she tends to tug at her regular leash. So it reminded me I have to keep giving rewards to her every time she does the behavior I want or tolerates the lead around her muzzle. I have to give her a reward to keep it on and to keep walking with it on. So we didn't walk very far with the lead on, but I have to keep reinforcing this is what we want. This is what we're going to do. You're going to wear the lead and you're going to leave it on, and you're not going to. I mean, she was trying to tug it off with her paws and with her mouth. Same thing works for me and works for you as far as starting better, healthier habits and doing more of it. Personally, that means rewarding myself for being consistent on my exercise. That means rewarding myself in good ways, and good rewards don't add more trouble to you. So it's not, oh, I'm going to reward myself with food because I did not go over my calories today or I did not cheat this week. That is not what we're talking about, because we can eat good food and good tasting food and still reward ourselves. So it's taking a little while for that to get going. I'm going to drop in my seasoning and get that started cooking and melting down because it was in the freezer. So we're going to get that going. Oh, this is a total block. All right. So this also calls for 1 large onion, 2 ribs of celery finely chopped, 1 small green pepper, 2 tablespoons of Creole seasoning. You know I love my Creole seasoning, so we're just basically going to do it to taste. It calls for 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2.5 cups of very ripe fresh tomatoes, 1/2 cup of dry white wine, 2 tablespoons of garlic minced, and 2 bay leaves. I don't have any bay leaves at this time. We use a lot of bay leaves back home. Black pepper, white pepper, thyme, and 2 tablespoons of Tabasco. We will drop some Louisiana hot sauce. Pro tip, guys, if you want to use hot sauce in your food while you're cooking, use the Louisiana hot sauce instead of the Tabasco or some of the really, really hot sauces, or you're going to burn your mouth off because the heat from the cooking tends to ramp up the pepper in the hot sauce. So you want your other people at the table to be able to eat it. You want to be able to taste all the taste without just tasting the fire. So use the Louisiana hot sauce instead. Just chopping it up a little bit. Why is it not heating, people? What is wrong with you? All right, hopefully we got it going in the right direction. So back to the habits thing. It's been 3 years I've been in this business. It has been 3 years since I changed to a more keto, low carb diet, and I fall off the wagon. So I have to reinforce the good habits so that I keep doing them. So I keep the weight off. So I get the big reward of feeling good. There we go. Now we're cooking. You know, so just like with the dog, I got her, she's 6 or 7 now, so it's been about 5 years. And we went to kindergarten to learn how to train a puppy because I had never trained a puppy before. Even though she was a rescue, she was a puppy. And I stopped doing the reinforcing behaviors with her. So she got some bad habits again, like pulling on the leash, like not coming when I call. So we have to keep going over and over and rehearsing the good habits. There we go. Now it's cooking for those habits to stay changed, y'all. That's the whole point. You can't continue to grow if you get lax and allow those bad habits to come back in. You can't continue to be healthy and keep the weight off. Let me know if you can still hear me by dropping some ears in the comments. You can't keep the weight off if you slowly let the bad eating habits creep back in and you stop working out. So you have to constantly be consistent, reward yourself for doing the good behaviors so you'll want to do more of them. And making note of the benefits of doing the good behaviors so that you'll be more likely to keep doing them. So, one of the benefits of my good behavior, I don't know if you can see my Michael Kors belt. 2 years ago, I could not buckle it to this last level here. It was all the way out to here and I could barely get the belt closed, okay, in 2018. Now we're back to being able to buckle it at the lowest level possible and use that. That's what I'm talking about. That's rewarding. Being able to get a size small belt and it still fit. Being able to reach back in my closet and some of my smaller clothes and it still be able to fit. That's the kind of reward and reinforcement. That's what I want you to think about it. It's reinforcing the good behaviors that keep your blood sugar down, that keep your blood pressure down. For me, that keep the headaches down, that keep the body aches down, because when I put too much carbs in my diet, the headaches and the body aches go up. So it's not something I want to keep. So we melted the butter, we browned the onions and everything. So now we're going to add the tomato paste and reduce the fire. Put it over here. Everything's nice and caramelized. If you can see that, let me know. It's nice and caramelized in the pot. Make sure it all goes in the pot. And we're going to do about 2 tablespoons. I like the tomato sauce in the cento because nothing is wasted. I don't have to worry about how am I going to store it later. You know, when I do those cans, I never use the whole little bitty can. So we've got that. I can't believe it. I didn't even feel like cooking tonight, and I wasn't going to do it, but if I don't cook tonight, I won't have anything for tomorrow. So put that back. I had to make a little bit of seafood stock, and there's a recipe to make shrimp stock, 2 cups of shrimp stock, but I just put the peelings from the shrimp in the bowl with the water. So we're going to get some of that flavor and juice to put in here with our shrimp. And we are going to let the tomatoes start breaking down and start adding our Worcestershire sauce and our wine. Cook it a little bit more. We don't want it to burn. I should have had 2 cans of tomato sauce, but I don't. Chili sauce. I was gonna make enchiladas, so it is what it is. It'll be more gravy than tomatoes. So I'm gonna add the rest of this in because it will thin out. I made this recipe before, so I get to adapt it to what works for me. It is going to have to simmer a little bit longer tonight after I'm finished with you guys. What's up, Jamie? Long time no see, stranger. How have you been? I hope you've been well. And let's see. You guys share me out and share this recipe. I would appreciate it. Put shared in the comments. And I'll love you for life. Let's see. 1.5 cup of white wine. Okay. Yeah, but I didn't feel like cooking. But again, trying to do healthier habits when I plan my meals, I do better. And I don't buy junk. And I stick to the meal plan. So that is why we decided to go ahead and get it done. Get it done. So let's see. We got the garlic. Where is my Creole seasoning? And again, I'm going to do the Creole seasoning to taste. If you don't have Creole seasoning, the recipe also tells you how to make it for yourself with the different spices that go into it. So, white wine, turn the heat to high. We have to add in the shrimp and all the good stuff. Where's the Tabasco sauce? I had a different recipe that called for a little bit of this, so I'm just going to put a couple of squirts in there because I can't find it on my list. Woo-hoo. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. If you want the full recipe, let me know. Drop recipe. I'll get you into my recipe group. Yes, it says Worcestershire sauce on here, but I can't find it in my ingredients list. Oh, there it is. 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Hallelujah. All right, where's the hot sauce? And like I said, you want to use something like a Crystal or Louisiana hot sauce instead of Tabasco because it's going to get extra hot once it gets heated up. So this will still be palatable and still allow you and whoever else is going to be eating with you to taste all the flavors. So we got the hot sauce. We are going to put the shrimp in now. 2 pounds of shrimp. And folks, normally back home we do white rice. I see you, Jamie. I got you. We usually do white rice, but since we're trying to be low carb keto, I'm going to do the plain cauliflower rice. All right, so this is ended. Turn off the vent because it's not smoking as much. And here's the fun part. See, I got all my shells in here making a little bit of a shrimp stock. And this is what I'm using to flavor the Shrimp Creole. You can buy seafood stock. I think it is, what is it? It's not Campbell's. It's one of the usual seafood stock companies or chicken and beef stock, but it's very, very high in sodium. So better to make your own where you can control the sodium if you have issues with your blood pressure. And like I said, it's still going to be tasty. It's going to cook up a little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is going to be good. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yes, this is lovely. I wish the rest of you who may be just hearing my voice instead of seeing this could see how beautiful this is. And I wish you had smell-o-vision. This is going to be awesome. It's going to thicken up a little bit more. Once that settles, I'm not going to add any more stock to it because I prefer mine a little bit thicker. But like I said, we're winging it a little bit because I did not have another thing of tomatoes. I thought I had 2 cans up there. Usually I do have a lot of cans because I get my tomatoes from Sam's and BJ's. All right, just a dab will do you. Just want to thicken it up a little bit. So we're going to let this simmer for about 30-40 minutes. And we're going to be good. And I'm going to put it up because I'm not going to taste it until tomorrow. Yeah, thanks, Jamie. I appreciate you. It's going to be chock full of shrimp. And over that rice, it's going to be so pretty. And then you garnish it with a little bit of parsley. Oh, yeah. A little taste of home. Some nice seafood. And like I said, the wine is going to cook off. So that's not going to be an issue. And it has tons of flavor. And it's not a hard recipe. Not at all. Okay. And like I said, with my little magic drink, I can afford a few extra carbs. Not going to get crazy with it, but I can get a few and we'll still be good. Yes, 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 y'all. Yes, y'all. It's good. It's good in the neighborhood. Woo, woo. Yeah, all right. I'm going to stop now, but I'm glad I made it. I'm feeling really better with my last dose of the magic juice. Actually, it's magic apple, but So, yeah, that's Shrimp Creole. That's what I learned today as far as trying to keep the good habits, get rid of the bad habits, reward yourself. It is a process, y'all. You got to be consistent in doing the good habits. You've got to reward yourself in ways that don't make you more trouble and reinforce keeping the good habits. So, thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up or a heart and subscribe on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, smash my face and press the three dots in the upper right hand corner and tell Facebook you want to see me first in your news feed. Have a great evening, and don't forget, just because it's healthy doesn't mean it's not full of flavor.